we go.
Is that
Yeah,
better?
that's better already.
Okay. That was weird. Maybe that was just like a real dead zone,
Yeah,
which
that's what
is
it seemed like.
good.
When we would do it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now
Alright.
how about you share a little bit about what follow is?
So Follow is a company
Mm.
that one of Follow is one of the company that one of my friends shared with me. And she's like, "Oh, there is this amazing company out there. You can get these cute bracelets, and you can track animals and stuff like that." I'm like, "Oh, that's really cool." Like, there is like this app and stuff, and it's really cool. So I got into the Follow, and I got my first bracelet. Believe it or not, I got my first bracelet off of Amazon, and then from there, I got like
Are you
very
able to
addicted.
show it?
Yeah. I can't show the app, but I can show
Yes.
the
Just the
bracelet.
bracelet? Yeah.
Morgan, tell them a little bit about what you know about
So this is the bracelet. You can
Okay.
get any color and stuff. This is a koala, I think. This is one of the bracelets. You can get any color. But I have a monthly subscription, so every month one comes, and it's like a surprise. So like every month you get like a surprise in the mail, and this is
Uh-huh.
one of the bracelets, and it's so cute. And the fun thing about this is that I love about this company is they have great customer service. Like I lost two of my cards, and they got back with me within like 24 hours. Like they emailed me my new card and stuff like that. And
That's
I
awesome.
love
Yeah, like mom had said of check out her link in her bio. She's talking about Follow, which from what I know, because she had talked about it before, is a company where you buy these bracelets and you're basically sponsoring an animal and like how Amy had mentioned the app, that you get to track the animals through the app too and like see where they're going. And they've donated how much? Like over 4.5 million so far to different wildlife animals. So there's
something
several
like
options that yeah, there's multiple options that you guys can pick from like she said, koala. I know there's a red panda. You could do dolphin, certain
yeah,
animals like that, which is super, super
manatees.
cool. Yeah.
Um, like every bracelet you buy, it goes to that animal conservation, which is really nice because I love that, and I love supporting like a little company and stuff, and it's so easy to contact them, and I had so much luck, and I'm a brand ambassador for them. So like I sign up for that because in my yeah, I know I moved, that's why. Um my husband.
Bye,
um
Jamie.
um so like in my area I have like this little animal group, and that's why I signed up for it because I thought people would like that and stuff. But I love Follow. It's such a great company, and I love
Mm,
like the great thing I love about it is like getting fun facts about the animal
yeah, absolutely.
because like sometimes you don't know the like fun facts about these animals. So like I have like um I have a bill or something, and I'm like they send me a fun fact like, oh, those can like get stung by stingrays, and I'm like, what? I did not know that. So it's really cool to like know that.
Learn about it, yeah.
My husband is sitting next to me. That's why I keep looking over him.
Here,
No, you're good. You're good.
I'll talk to you real quick. I never know half the time who Amy watches on YouTube, and I
Uh-huh.
always ask her, I'm like, "Who are you watching?" I said, "Is that the girl who lives in Hawaii in a van that works at the gas station?" And she goes, "Yeah, that's her. That's Morgan." I'm like, "Oh, okay, okay, now I know." But no, thank you for taking the time though with us. I really do apologize for our system. It's just it's old, and we have fiber optic coming in, so hopefully in the next month we'll have way faster speeds.
Yeah, no worries. Like I said, it's all good. No worries about it at all. And actually, Evan, mom and I did
Mm.
watch a video from like a couple years ago where you were talking about the book that you wrote too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Did write the
How's
book. I
how's
just
that going? Or you said that you were writing some more stuff too, or how's
so
that?
well. I actually we had some things happen that we're not really gonna talk about,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
With his
with
family.
my family. So we kind of stopped production on because there was going to be a continuation on the second book that I was going to write, and we were kind of like,
Mm.
no, you know what, let's not do that. So I actually uh transitioned into writing music. So I'm a Christian musician, and I started last year. And I thought, you know what? Why don't I just put some of these ideas instead of into a book? I'll put it into music and with a Christian, vibe to it. And that's kind of where I ended up going. But book sale wise and stuff, it's been kind of quiet. So I've just let it go
Okay.
on there, and people that are interested.
I even wrote
Yeah,
a book with him.
yeah, we wrote a children's book.
Oh,
The
nice. That's
what
cool.
was the name? It was a
Woodwind.
Woodland Way. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
since you guys mentioned that of a child's book, have you guys heard of the YouTube channel Good Simple Living?
No.
Because you might really like them because I mean, mom and I enjoy watching them since they live off grid. I think they're in what, Idaho, mom?
Yeah.
Right? So they have an off-grid home in Idaho, and they actually just wrote a children's book as well. So they might be something, a family that you guys could check out too, because I know that
Yeah.
they're really strong in their Christian faith as well. So
Yeah.
you guys might be want to check them out and see about some of the stuff that they do too. I think you guys would really enjoy that.
I did want to ask you because
Yeah.
I I've been getting a lot of like trolls and haters on my life.
Yeah.
And it has been really getting to me lately, and I've been
Yeah.
getting really upset. How do you deal with that?
The best thing that I can say, and I know exactly how you feel because when I first started streaming, I felt the exact same way. So I used to stream on Twitch as well. And then, because I did a lot of gaming content, and then I started on YouTube. So, like Dan said, yeah, one option that you can do is block them, or something that I learned to do is to use it as practice to grow some thicker skin and to reframe it in my mind, right? So instead of taking it on as something personal, that this is a random person, I have no idea who they are, they know nothing about me, I know nothing about them, make it like fun, like try to make a joke out of it. So I challenge myself that anytime someone says something kind of mean or a little, maybe a little crude, maybe a little gross, right? Try to make a joke out of it. What did I just say, mom, before I went live with Amy? It was someone had said, someone asked me how many felonies I have, right? So something like that, I could be like, "Well, I've never done anything like that. Who are you? You don't know who I am. You don't know what I'm about, whatever."
Yeah.
But instead, I was like, "I don't think you're prepared for that answer of how many felonies I have, bud. I don't think you wanna go there with me right now." Is the whole point, like, why do people even say stuff like that in chat? They wanna get a rise out of you.
It's
They wanna get a
exactly.
reaction. So the
Yeah.
minute you give them that reaction, you've basically given your power away. So you deserve to maintain that power and keep it for yourself by saying stuff like that or turning it back around, because then it takes that power from them, and then you're able to stay your beautiful self, right?
Yeah.
So
That's a
practice.
good
Just
way.
see it as practice. It doesn't have to be anything super, super serious. Yeah, remember, trolls are views for your channel. Exactly,
That's
Dan.
true.
So
Let's.
use it and even say like, "Thanks for engaging with my stream. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much."
Yeah.
Do
So I
stuff like
wanted.
that. It pisses people off when you're super happy like that.
Yeah. I noticed a comment in the section there. They were wondering what state we were from. We're able to say that. We just can't say.
Florida.
Yeah, we're in Florida. So, people have been asking a lot where we're from and all that stuff. We're
Mm.
very particular on we don't say what city we're from because we had a problem with a couple
Yeah.
stalkers that actually found where we lived, and it was becoming
Oh my gosh.
it was becoming a problem. So we're
I got it, bud. Come
no
here.
more telling
That's enough.
what city we're from.
Yeah, that's crazy. Here, come here, Bailey. Hang on, I'm gonna put Bailey to bed real quick. Come here, bud. Kalea, get back. Get back, girl. Come on, Bailey, go. Here, you're gonna go up here, dog. Kalea, please. That's enough. Oh, okay. Ready? Come on. Go up. Go up, Beast. Oh,
Wow.
there you go. There you go, bud.
So,
Kalea, lay down.
I'm curious how the van life is actually going because When I was with my parents, they had a big RV. They had a 30-foot diesel pusher, and
Ooh,
I
nice.
couldn't stand being with them when they would go on trips. I was like, I want my own space, you know. And now
Mhm.
that I'm married, I was like, I want a space with my wife that we can go and have fun and go to stay at state parks and whatnot. And I thought
Yeah.
that would always be so much fun to just. But full time, I don't know how you guys can do it. I mean, that that would just stress me out. Yeah, I mean, it's
You
good.
know, exactly. I always tell people that it's when you see stuff online, it's definitely romanticized, and it's not for
Mhm.
everybody either. It's for, I mean, for us personally, it was to be able to have like a freedom of living where we're not having to be like super, super close to other people all the
Yeah,
time or
yeah.
that sort of thing. And talking about that of like you saying that you couldn't stand your dad, right? Being like super
Or
close to
mom,
your
yeah,
family all
yeah,
the
yeah,
time. Yeah,
yeah.
being super close to your parents. With us, I mean, my mom and I are lucky in that we've had time to work through certain like personal issues and communication problems where we're able to come to a common to find some common ground and compromise too. Because that's the main thing is should anything come up, we literally are like 4 feet away right now.
Right, yeah,
So,
yeah.
if you
Yeah, we're
have
not
any
really.
problems and you're facing it head on, you really have to work it out right here, right now. And
Mhm.
that definitely and maybe you guys have found that in your relationship too, like Amy, especially since you said you hadn't dated anybody else before.
Yeah.
Having those certain issues come up where you really learn about yourself and you really learn about the other person and you're able to communicate in such a way where you're able to honor each other and then process those feelings, hear each other, and then move past it, right? Be able to move
Yeah.
forward and have that forgiveness. So definitely with us, big time, that was it. But me saying that we're fortunate is because it's been just the two of us since I was like 13 anyways. So we've had years to really work on all of that through all of these life shifts and these life transitions that we've had along the last like decade of my life.
You know,
Yeah.
there's one thing that I was very curious about, that we didn't hear anything about was I don't know if you remember, maybe a couple months ago, there was this big tsunami threat that was coming from
Mhm,
Russia or something. Did that impact
mhm.
any of you guys, or was it just a false alarm? Or
Uh, there was a lot of like the tides had really uh what was it? The sea level rose over here big time, especially on
really?
Big Island. Yeah, there was if you guys look it up, you'll find this one clip in particular that has some CCTV footage
Uh huh.
in front of this one hotel where I think the ocean rose like 3 or 4 feet in like 30 seconds or a minute or
Oh
something
my
like that.
gosh.
Yeah, so you'll see this big rush of water hit this door of this, hotel and at the, like, parking area and, like, where they pull up to the front doors,
Yeah.
you can see it's just flooded with water. And
Oh,
here on
geez.
Oahu too, North Shore, the water rose up there too, but it wasn't as drastic. So it was just a little bit and then it went away after that.
You're spared the worst of it then.
I know, but it's okay, baby. Thank you, baby. It's
Um,
okay. I
I
got it.
know you recently went through the was it like wildfires or whatever? What was it?
Well, that was a while ago. The
Oh,
wildfires. That was a couple years ago. In fact,
I thought it was just
Hmm.
recently happening in Hawaii.
no, no, that was a while ago.
Oh, are you talking about Lahaina
I think
on
so.
I
Yeah.
Maui?
think so, yeah.
Yeah, it nothing affected us here personally because I mean, I've never been to Maui either yet, but I know it's still really devastating for a lot of the families that are affected over
Oh,
there as well.
jeez.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sad.
Well, the thing that gets me is I think is there a total of 6 islands in Hawaii? Is it six?
There's in the technically in the chain, so there's 8 main islands in Hawaii, the state,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole state is like a long chain of islands. It's like over 100, but main
Wow.
8 are
Wow.
inhabited. Is that
Yeah.
the word? Yeah, that
Yeah.
people live on it. Yeah.
Well, see, the thing that gets me is, if any major disaster happens that would connect all those islands, you guys are like in trouble. I would think that's what would freak me out because you're all
Thank
surrounded
you,
by
Evan. I
water.
appreciate you talking about that.
Well, well, I'm just, I think. I just think
If
though.
I wasn't concerned
Oh,
before.
well, I was curious though. What would you do in a situation like that? Do you have? I'm
He's
assuming.
very truthful.
We're
I'm
screwed.
just curious.
That's
Well,
pretty much it. We're screwed. Here,
well, I
I'll
don't
tell
want
you
to
what.
think that
So,
way, but
mom and I moved out here in 2017, right? And 2018 is when that missile thing happened. Did you
yeah,
guys hear about
yeah,
that?
I remember
So
that.
we
Yep,
were here when it happened. I literally got that alert on my phone that it was like, there's a missile coming. This is not a
yep,
drill. Find safety now. Like basically get out. Everything is
yep.
going like gonna go kaboom in a few minutes, probably. Mom was on her way to work. I was stuck in town because I think I was heading to class at that time because I was going to school or university at the time. And it was just kind of like mom called me, we talked to each other on the phone, and we're like, "What do we do?" And I was all, "Well, if it's coming, like, this is it. I
Hmm.
I love you, but I don't know what else to do right now." And I think what did you turn around and start heading back, mom? Yeah, so she was like she just turned around and headed back home because we were like, "Should anything happen, we'd rather be together." We
Right,
literally don't
right.
have any other family close by. And that's pretty much the mentality that we had was like, "Well, it's coming. There's nothing I can do about it."
There was
That's
a vid
it.
Yeah, there was a video of, Jim Carrey. He was actually in Hawaii at the time too, and he said,
Mhm.
he just walked outside of his house and he's like, "Well, I lived the life I lived," and I said, "It's coming, it's coming. There's no way trying to escape it," you know? So,
Exactly.
yeah,
And that's really how life is too at the same in the same token, like, you never know what's going to happen, right? You never
yep.
know
Yeah.
when something will happen. Tomorrow's never promised.
Live life to your
So to
fullest.
have that mindset all the time.
Yep.
It's funny because, you know, when I started my YouTube channel, me and Evan had a YouTube channel
Oh, we
together
had many. We had many channels.
when we were dating and when we were married and stuff, and all of them got like flag and
Yeah,
stuff.
big time.
Mm.
We don't know why.
Just because we were talking about Christian stuff, YouTube's very, problematic with that, and I don't know why. We were talking about guns, Christianity, and then other stuff, and that was just a big, big red
Yeah.
flag.
So I was like, oh, I told him like, should I open my own channel? And at this time, I didn't now know like what I wanted to do on my channel. I was just trying out different stuff. And like overnight, my channel just blew up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it just
Mhm.
grew like massively. I'm like,
Well, you went from 5 subscribers to 1,500 in it
yeah.
overnight, and it was like, "What
And
did you do?"
What?
I did not even buy like any
No.
subscribers or anything. Overnight, it just went like that. I'm like, what am I doing? Like to
Um,
grow it.
someone put here, what is the title of the book he wrote? It's called The Battle of Achieving Normality. It's on Amazon and Barnes& and Noble. Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay. I'm not looking at comments.
Do you have
Well,
the copy to show it? Like, are you able to show it on stream right now?
oh, where
Or
did
is it,
I
On
like,
your
is it hidden
computer?
somewhere?
I don't have an actual copy. I sold my
Oh,
last
okay.
first copy. But it's been a while. Like I said, we kind of totally forgot about it, honestly,
Mm,
until it was brought up because we've just been focusing on life. Life takes over, and you forget about it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's been out for 3 years now. And what happened was is I published it on Barnes and Noble, and they contacted me and wanted to do a book signing event. So I went, and there was like 20 other publishers that were trying to promote their book and all that stuff. And
Oh,
I think we sold like 15 that day. It was a pretty good day.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
awesome. Heck yeah.
yeah, yeah, and then the local newspaper here featured me in a story as well as my music and other stuff. And we also, believe it or not, we have Amy and I, we smoke cigars, so we have a cigar channel.
It's on a link on
Wow.
my page.
Yep,
Say
yep,
the book title one more time for
yeah.
Dan.
The Battle of Achieving Normality.
There you go. You got it,
Yep.
Dan?
It's hard to talk with no teeth, so I apologize for that too.
No, you're good. We can hear you just fine.
But
Understand you just fine, rather.
that's awesome.
You're good.
um But yeah, like, like my channel just grew overnight and I was like in shock. I was like, what the heck? Like, am I doing right? And it's funny because every time I go on live streams, all of my subscribers, like, when I'm like, okay, I have to go. Like, no, stay. I want you to stay on live. I'm like, I cannot stay on live forever. I have to do stuff. Like,
Then what made you, so like you said that you have all these you have started all these channels. What made you want to start YouTube in the first place? Like what drew you to it?
so I I watch YouTube like I always have watched YouTube like videos and vloggers and stuff like that. And before I met my husband, I never thought about starting my channel or my own channel. And then when me and my husband started dating, he's like, hey, like let's go geocaching. Have you heard of that?
That's cool, yeah.
So he's like, hey, like, do you want to go
Yeah.
geocaching with me? Like, we can start a YouTube channel and we can make it fun and stuff. And I guess from there, I was like really like inspired, like, because we did together. But then when like YouTube like took down our channel and stuff, I'm like, I kind of miss posting videos and stuff. And
Mhm.
I kind of like had that in me then. So I talked to Evan. I'm like, hey, like, what do you think of me, like, trying to start my own channel? Already have a YouTube channel. I can just rename it and stuff. He's like, yeah, go for it. See what's going on. Just be yourself and, see what happens. And from there, it just grew, and I'm still in shock. Every day I'm like, I have this many subscribers, like I'm like kind of like, wow,
Mhm.
But most of my subscribers are like kids on my live streams, but
Mm.
me personally, I don't mind that because like two or one of the kids that I have, like they like last night I was trying like live stream and they're like, oh, you inspired me to be myself and you taught me to like love each other and be kind to each other and you just are my role model for me. And I'm like, that just made my day. Like hearing stuff like that just like really like touched my heart because I'm like, oh, I'm like
Mhm.
I'm
I need to say
actually
that to you from now on, and then I can touch your heart every day.
Aw, see? That's always the best is to hear stuff like that, absolutely. Then what do you have, like, any specific goal with your channel, or do you wanna like, anything in particular with it?
so I I always say like, oh, I don't have a goal for my channel, but me and my husband live with my family and stuff, and my room is like really small and stuff,
Yep.
and huh?
Yep.
Yeah, yep.
I hear you, Evan. I hear you.
And so like for us to like I mean we love our room, we like think it's like our little like thing and stuff, but like it's kind of just for me like if it was just me for a long time and it was okay for me, but now like I have a husband and we have so much more stuff, so we've been
Mhm.
talking about like
Speaking of, stuff's falling off the wall now.
um we've been talking about doing like a model and Wall Street, like adding on to our room and stuff. And we
Mm,
have like this fun, like we have like this fun, and we've been putting money in there,
Yep.
and we are trying to build that up to where we can do that eventually. So like I do want to like get paid on my channel and put that money into that channel, and I even told Evan that and he's like, that's a good idea, like just use that money to do that.
And then you
mhm.
can update people with your vlogs to show the process of
Yeah.
how they've helped, make us have a bigger living quarters. No, it's not bad. I mean,
No, it's not.
look, it's actually bigger than the room I had before I met Amy. I was literally living in like a
Two
office,
story.
well, no, an office space.
Oh.
You know, I it was not a bedroom really. So this was actually considered an upgrade, for me. And
Mm,
I mean, it is has a lot of stuff, a lot of clothing, a lot of knickknack stuff that we need to get rid of. But that just comes in time.
Yeah.
No rush.
We just put like new flooring in because we for the longest time I had like purple carpet
oh
and
my
I'm like
goodness.
I'm like um I was just sick of it and with having puppies and stuff and with the other dogs, I'm like we can't do
Yeah,
this anymore.
we got vinyl flooring or hard. Is it wood flooring?
Lemon.
Laminate, yeah.
So we can't do this anymore. So my dad put in the flooring
Yeah.
all by himself.
Oh my
So if you
gosh.
are watching me today, thank you so much.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
shout
sure.
out to dad, right?
You know what? He helps. It's funny, we have a car and we haven't been running as much because there's an issue with it. And I asked her dad. I said, "Hey, can you go and look at it and see if there's
I
something?"
mean, it runs fine.
Yeah.
Like when he drives it, it's perfectly fine. He's like, "There's nothing wrong with your car." I'm like,
And then
"Of
when
course."
I drive it, it starts up again. I'm like, yeah, I see how it is. So everything he touches, he fixes it.
But yeah, that's like one of my goals is to like eventually like add on.
Yep, eventually down the road, no rush. But
Then with are and you enjoyed just doing like your daily vlogs and stuff too on your channel?
it's supposed
Yeah,
to work.
yeah, I do. I love creating content and like just the one reason I opened my I don't know why I'm about to cry right
It's
now.
okay. It's all good.
He's like, uh-oh. The one thing that reason I open my channel is to make people's day and make people happy and see the smile on the faces and stuff. And that's why I opened the channel, honestly. Like, I just wanted to make a difference in the world and just to see. I just wanted people to see, like, oh, that is a happy ending, like, that is it's one thing like you can have.
Well, and you're also very true to yourself too. That's a big thing. A lot of people search for YouTubers that are down to earth and are honest and not putting on a show or are fake or any of
Oh, Glam.
that stuff out there. But another
Please.
thing too with her channel, we were talking about with her vlogging. We thought we were gonna vlog every single day, but we got to the point where we're like, this is getting really boring. It's like, how much of the backyard do they need to see? How much? There's not that much stuff around where we live. We're in Florida, but they lied to me when I lived up north. They said Florida is full of palm trees and water all over. Well, where we live, we're in senior citizenville. There's no palm trees or nothing or coconuts or anything. So, but God put us where He wanted us, and if He wouldn't have put me down here, I wouldn't have met her. We wouldn't have this live stream. I think it's
It's
all
really
it's
cool.
all brought together, which is I find really cool.
Exactly. It's all divinely connected, right? It's
Yep.
all meant to
Right.
happen anyways. And you know
Yeah.
what? There's a lot of people who do vlog daily that, like you said, Evan, to her, of being yourself and staying true to who you are. That's what'll keep people coming back, is whatever your
Mhm.
core message is for everybody and whatever you feel like is most important or whatever is weighing on your heart that keeps coming up. And something that I found too with this is you'll have certain messages that will keep coming up in your head. You'll be reminded about certain things. And that repetition that's meant to come out, that's meant for you to speak and for you to share for a reason. So I really encourage you to do that anyway. If you're feeling like daily stuff, go for it. If you want to do it like maybe twice a week or once a week, do that too. But whatever the thing is that keeps coming up for you, allow it to come out because it wants to come out too.
Yeah.
Nice. Very well put.
Yeah. Like, and also like I know this is going to like sound like cheesy and like I don't know what I'm thinking of, but like every time I watch your channel and like I see your live stream and I'm like, like I see your live streams and like I'm like, why is not anyone like being mean to her, like anything? Like I always think like, oh, like why is everyone being mean to me? But like I think you have like such a perfect life. I'm like, maybe not everyone is perfect.
I, I'm going to interrupt there for a moment. I noticed a lot of people tend to go after her because of the way she speaks. And they say, "Is she a kid? What's wrong with her? Does she have this or
Oh,
this?" And it gets to a point where Amy is perfectly fine. She just has a speech impediment issue from when she was born. She
Mm,
doesn't have any brain issues or anything like that. It's just how she was formed. Um, and we try to tell people, we're like, no, she doesn't have Down syndrome. She doesn't have,
that
you
what
know,
gets to me.
and that's what really upsets her. And she gets upset, like ends live streams or any of that because people get to her, and rightfully so. People come up and they're like, "Oh, how old are you? Are you like 12 years old or something?" I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Did you really need it?" Because then I have to be the one to tell her it's okay. Don't worry about it. People are just jerks, you know. But that's the thing is uh, God makes us
mm,
very unique, and we all have
mhm.
special talents and gifts, and that's where I think Amy, finds it is on YouTube here. She's helping change people's lives and kind of reflect on who they are as a person. Even if they're a hater, maybe they'll learn something from it.
Absolutely. And if anything, you know what I would recommend too is so for a literal thing that you could do is go through your YouTube settings and mute words because there's in
Oh,
That
your
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, on there you can go through and mute some words. So if it pops up, it'll show as like a hidden message in chat. So
that's
typically
what I
when that
have.
happens, yeah, that's why
Oh,
you don't see some stuff that does come up in my chat because it is hidden. And then the other thing that I would recommend is to if you have regulars that keep coming back on your stream is to maybe make them a mod because then they'll be able to like people want to stand up for you. People will step up and help you and like protect you pretty much so that you can be like the entertaining because you are the host of this stream and that you are the entertainer and people are here for you too, right?
Yeah,
And so it's also protecting the eyes. Like, I think one way that it would resonate too for you guys is something that I heard Forrest Frank say is his
oh
fans
boy.
are his flock, right? And he's the shepherd of his flock. And so you're protecting the eyes of whoever your flock is that's coming to your stream to enjoy you and because they're there to connect with you on a personal level, right?
yeah.
So that's one thing. And then something that mom reminded me of right now is and you might like this guy. I personally think he's very funny and he's very educated too. But for communication, that he's someone who I personally watch to learn more about communication and he might have some skills that you could practice cuz what he shares is communication is a habit and it's something that we can change at any time with practice. So don't be hard on yourself for however you talk. If you had it since you were born, you're made perfect. That's exactly how you are. Like Evan said, that's exactly as God intended you to be, no matter what. So don't allow anybody else to do that. Just know that you are perfect. You are made in His image. You're God's masterpiece in every way, shape, or form. Okay.
Yeah.
But this guy, his name, Mom, can you send his name in the chat for her? It's Vin. I forget how to say his last name. I think it's like Jang or something,
Hmm,
but it's Vinhgiang.
never heard of him.
Milo.
Yeah, he's studied communication and he's been in communication for I think like over a decade now. So
Oh,
he's very well versed and a lot of the stuff he shares is super super simple. Vinh space Giang. Yeah.
so how's the weather over there? I'm curious if it's similar to Florida here. We're like in the we're about 80 degrees here.
Yeah, during the day, it's funny, mom and I were literally just talking about the weather earlier today. all week long, it's between like the high I think is 80,
Yeah,
82 maybe, and the low is
really.
like the high 60s, so maybe like 68 or something. And it's pretty
Yeah,
consistent like all week long. Yeah.
yeah, that sounds about similar here. We've been having a hot fall, which is
Yeah,
weird.
we have.
Yeah, usually last year was pretty really cold. We got in the 40s last year. We did have one day where it was 28 and the fountain was all frozen when we walked out. We were like,
Oh
"Whoa."
my gosh.
Yeah.
We woke up and my mom's like, "Did it snow in Florida?" I'm like, "I don't think that's
It has.
possible,
It has.
Mom."
It has. The first
It
year I
snows here, believe it or
Really?
not, on Big Island. Yeah, it snows on Big Island. I
Oh
think they're
my
expected to get
goodness!
like 4 or 5 inches of snow this winter.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't know that at all. That's
You
Yeah.
know
interesting.
what's funny? I always had a dream of going to Hawaii, and Evan knows it. He's
Yeah.
like, one day I will take you to
You know,
Hawaii."
the reason I laugh about this is my grandparents promised to take me to Hawaii one day. Well, they passed away, so they never did. Then my parents said they'd take me to Hawaii. Well, we don't see my parents anymore. So now my wife wants to go to Hawaii. And I'm like, well, you know what? Three times the charm, I will make that
There you
happen.
go.
So
Exactly. Ask and you shall receive, right?
that's right. Absolutely.
I'm like, well, with everything going on with the storms and everything, I don't know if I want to go
Well,
now.
if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they have direct flights to Hawaii from Florida. I think it goes from Florida to California, then California to Hawaii, if I'm not mistaken. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
believe so because the flight time and I think the distance is about the same from Florida to California as it is from California to Hawaii too.
Well, it'd be a long flight. Let's just say probably have to stay in California the night and then go.
I've never been on a plane.
Mm-mm. She hasn't.
Do you
Fun
have a fear of
fact.
heights at all?
No, she just
No,
never.
I
No, I
never.
think you'll do fine.
Yeah. It's just, I think it's just the people. You know, you're hearing all these horror stories on these flights, and it's like, man, air travel has gotten really not something you want to do. But I don't know. We're waiting. We're waiting until the
Yeah,
time's right, and we'll get there.
but
Yeah, I always tell people that to come at least once when or if
Yeah.
you can to at least come once because I always think it's nice to be here and to just feel the energy of the place too.
Yeah, well, I always wanted to see the volcanoes. That was my big thing. You know,
why?
take a helicopter and go around the volcanoes. That'd be cool. You know, I like heights. I always
Where's
liked it.
your dog?
She's in the blanket.
Don't leave her on the bed.
Well, why? She's fine. It's
Oh,
in.
damn. So the direct flight from Orlando to Honolulu is approximately 9 hours and 58
Oh,
minutes.
oh
Holy
yeah,
moly.
that would be a long time. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
for her first flight, I don't know. She wouldn't want to go
Yeah.
on the way
Oh my
home. You
goodness,
know.
his tongue.
Oh
This
yeah,
is Oakley. How
Oakley?
much?
she's
Yeah.
quite fierce.
Cute.
Yeah, she's got overbite issues, so her
Oh
tongue
my
naturally
gosh.
falls out.
Say, mommy, it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, she's tired. You know, she goes to bed at 11, so she's
Yeah, I
wait.
bet because it's what? It's past 1 o'clock now for you
It's
guys?
101. Yeah, we stay up pretty late though. We stay up till like 2, 3.
Yeah.
Because usually when
Better than me.
funny fact here, with my music making, so a lot of people give
He's
me
a dead
a
kid.
lot of people give me crap for this because in 2018, I had a medical issue that happened, which prevents me from playing instruments or singing.
He's go low.
Mm.
And now I can play by ear, but I used to play the violin, the piano, upright bass, electric guitar. I had a whole wide of instruments because I was part of an orchestra growing up in middle school.
All right,
And
Evan, you don't have to show off here, okay?
oh, I'm not. I don't have that talent
It's the
anymore. So
orchestra.
yeah. Someone just put nerd in there. Yeah, I see. Thanks. You know, no, but in seriousness though, there's this program where I have all these handwritten lyrics, and from when I was in middle school, and I thought, if I put these lyrics into this program, what could it do? And it helps you create a beat, and it actually sings the lyrics for you, and you can then take that MP3 file and submit it to your music distributor, and they put it out there for everyone to hear. And I'm like, oh my gosh! I'm like, how cool is this? So,
Someone
what,
got you.
Evan? Does it hurt playing the instruments by your ear? No, by ear, not your ear. No, it's weird because one day, um, I was just we have a piano, and I heard "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion, and it's like I love this song, and I just started.
My mom cries every time
Yeah,
she
I can play it on the
my
piano.
mom.
I could just play it by hearing it, and I'm like, I never knew how to do this before.
He
So
literally wrote a wedding song for me.
yep, I wrote our wedding song for us
Oh, that's cool.
before that program came out. So I actually came up with a song in my head, played it on the piano, and then I was like, "Man, I can't sing." So I'm like, "How is this gonna work recording my voice?" So I recorded my voice the best I could, and we played it at our wedding, and everyone was like, "Oh, this guy knows how to make music." And I was like, "Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna start making it
One
then."
of my family members goes, "You didn't write me a song for our wedding."
But it started to grow a trend though with her family because
Oh
her
yeah,
her
my cousin.
cousin just got married, and I said, "Hey, how did you propose to her?" And he goes, "Oh,
I wrote a
I wrote her a
song.
song using the platform you showed me." I'm like, "Okay, I see what you're doing now."
There you go.
It's like a compliment, when someone copies you, you feel good about it. You're like, wow, that
Uh,
means a lot that they want to try what
yeah,
we did, you
right.
know?
Exactly.
I love what Dan puts because he puts Evan. It's my dull jokes. Better get used to them. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm getting used to. A lot of people like to joke around and stuff, and I just, you
Yeah.
know,
I'm still kind of getting used to people's jokes.
well,
I'm kind of sensitive.
I think we both are. You know, we grew up. I went to a private school most of my life, and I was to go into a little bit of my book that I have. I was born with a mild case of cerebral palsy, and
Mm.
as a kid, I couldn't walk. I had like a gimp type thing, so a lot of kids would
Mhm.
call me like Penguin Boy and all these different names, and it got to a point where um the kids were making a show out of it, and they got a whole bunch of kids together,
Mm.
and they thought, "Let's see if this penguin can fly." And they pushed me down a flight of stairs, and it was just
Yeah.
it was pretty um
I'm
bad when I
sorry.
did it. Well, it's okay now. You know, I've risen up from
You
it,
can
but
walk fine? You
oh,
still have a
so
little limp from it?
no, no, so what are you laughing
Amy
at?
like
You're not
that.
kidding. Oh, well, geez. And now you've seen the true side of
Oh
Amy
my god,
now,
you
you
just
know?
started cracking up so hard. Amy's laughing a little too hard at that one. But
Uh,
she's like, "Yeah, it's true, yeah, can confirm."
well, no, so, with
Why?
so when when I moved down here 20 years ago, my mom, hold on, no, no, here. My mom actually found a doctor who specialized in people that had cerebral palsy walking issues, and
Mm.
they said, we have this experimental surgery that we can do on you." And he said, "The worst that'll happen is you'll just go back to your wheelchair." And I'm like, "Well, you know what? Let's give it a shot." So going a little into some details here, they broke my left ankle, and they put pins in it because one leg was higher than the other. And then they put a plate and pins in the right knee so that it would stop the growth of the other. And
Remember, I think by
I know,
those
but don't worry about it.
details.
I'm telling a story, so you just go. But so, oh no, no. So it did. It actually didn't. I was all the times we flew, it never went off. So, um, but
Gee.
I had the plate taken out. It was about a 3-year recovery of
Oh
being in
my
a wheelchair.
gosh.
But once they took the pins and all that out, I was able to walk. I can
So
walk.
how tall are you now? Like, 'cause did it
I'm
affect your
5'11".
overall growth?
No, so I was 6 foot, and then when they took everything out, I actually, believe it or not, I shrunk, and I went down to 5'11", so not much.
Interesting.
But if they wouldn't have done it,
You have
I would have had probably been in a wheelchair, with for
left
life.
That's
face
Yeah.
left.
insane.
Yep.
Yeah, that's super
But
cool. You guys need to
that's
share more of this stuff.
well, that's what's in my book. It's in my music and it's in my books, so I just put it out there for people so they
Do
can.
you post your music on, like, a YouTube channel, like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
specific.
So
It's
Okay.
linked on my
yeah,
channel.
it's linked on her channel, and I'm on all streaming services. So like Apple, Amazon, Pandora, all that stuff.
Lieutenant Dan!
Oh, Jesus.
What?
He has the
Lieutenant Dan.
magic legs! Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Oh my goodness, that's
It was
great.
so dumb.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because okay, like I said, after mom and I had watched that video of you talking about writing the book, we had
Mhm.
gone to what is it, like in the description or something to be able to look for the links, and we couldn't
Yeah.
find anything on there.
So on my channel, which I think is linked, my music channel, I have videos that are
Mm.
on there. So there's music, but there's also videos. And the video I just uploaded my book video, which has a link to Amazon. So,
It's on the top too, like on my top of my page. You will see more, and I have like a Amazon store, and I link
yeah,
everything
she's
there.
got a whole bunch of links on there for stuff. But
Yeah, I just couldn't find like any other channel link on the description on Amy's channel.
This time when we binge watched, we liked the game that they played.
Oh yeah,
It
we
was
watched a
awesome.
video of you guys playing the
the
where you had
truth
to
or lie?
guess.
Truth or
Yeah,
lie?
yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was so good.
Well, you know what, Evan? I think we thought that you started cheating because we don't know what kind of camera that she has. Because we were like, "Is he looking in the reflection of a
I
camera that
thought
she's
that
using?"
too.
We were like,
So
"You look so guilty right now." We both were like, "He has to be cheating, dude. There's no freaking way."
so we have an iPhone, and we had the not the front
You
screen.
were cheating.
Just hold on now. I'm gonna clarify something, okay? So
I
on
think we need a rematch.
so on the so we don't have the front of it facing, so it's the back, where the
Yeah.
three lenses are. And there were a couple times I couldn't tell for sure what she had, but she would show in the reflection of the camera. And I'm like, I know exactly what that is, So
It's
I
ketchup.
admit
Yeah.
there were moments I
Yeah,
have.
that lid sounds like ketchup, not ranch. It doesn't sound like they're and I was like
Yeah, yeah.
"How much ranch are they eating for him to know that, dude? Like, what the heck?"
No, no, you caught me on that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to admit to it when someone calls me out. So
Thank you for calling him out.
Yeah, because at first I was like, "No way he knows that," and mom was all, "Watch, he's looking in the reflection of the camera right now to see
you
what
got a
she
smart
has."
mom right there. She knew right away. But
Oh
no,
my goodness.
It's so much fun to play.
yeah, especially when you think you mastered feeding until someone knows. I'm like, dang, I thought I had it.
Thank you, Morgan.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Just keeping
But
it real.
But no, our life is
very
very
interesting.
interesting. Like if you type my name on Google,
Mm.
it's Evan Geisfeld. I have stories. I was a Special Olympic athlete. In 2018, I was uh I was training for what is that? I was in the swim league, and I had a mini TIA before I had to compete. And what happened was it affected my whole left side of my body to where I couldn't move it. So when I was swimming in the pool, I could only use my right side. And I
Oh
was
my
able to
goodness.
complete it with a gold medal at the end. And that was in our newspaper article that featured us. There's a lot of of our newspaper put stories out, and our neighborhood has a magazine collection that they featured us in. So we're kind of popular where we live. And we didn't try to, but
Everywhere we go, people are like, "Are you Evan?
yeah,
Whatever
Evan
his
Geisfeld, yeah.
last name is?" And like I'm like, how many people do you know? Like
Yeah.
I get tired of it. Like everybody, every time we go out, he's like someone knows him. Like
Well,
really,
I'm a people person. I like to talk.
I do too.
For I knew a lot of people. Believe it or not, I have volunteered for the sheriffs here for 10 years. I was. Have you heard of Crime Watch?
Mhm.
Yeah, so I did Crime Watch for 10 years, and I just got to know different businesses, different owners, different people, and that's how I got along around with people. And then when I started doing the music and the book and the stories and stuff, that's where everything blew up in the area. So that's like, oh, they're like, hey, Evan, I'm like, do I know you? you know,
The
but
local celebrity, huh?
I guess so. Yeah, small little area where we live. We live. Well, I'm not going to say where we live. It's because I almost made that mistake.
It's okay.
But where we live is it was just this little rural town where it was just like one road for a while, and now
Oh my gosh.
we've got a turnpike in our area. We've got
The
oh,
traffic here
oh
is crazy now,
it's
and
so
you're
bad.
not used to it.
Yeah, Target and Walmart and all these restaurants. It's just been built up
Mm.
so much. So this little farm town where we lived is now just a bustling traffic jam. But you know, we love it. We love being where we are. It's I've lived here the longest. I used to live up in Minnesota at the boundary waters of Canada. Like literally, you could step
Oh,
your next
wow.
foot over, and it was Canada. And
That's
that
where Justin Bieber is from.
yeah, I know.
Sorry.
I didn't go to see him, so and then I lived in Ohio for a while, and then lived in Florida the longest 25 years here. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Yep. No
Yeah, well,
plans to
you
move.
guys hang on, lift up the phone a little bit because there's a little bit of a feedback on it from me talking. There you go.
Okay.
Perfect. I was gonna say because at the beginning, you guys had said that, like, your life is boring or something of people being able to see stuff every day, but you guys could
Well,
use these stories to really like how Amy said that she wants to be able to help people and stuff. These stories that you guys have, you'd be able to help so many people in that, in the just like the struggle and being
well,
able
we
to be
believe
happy.
believe it or not, we had a
Yeah.
before COVID hit, we had a support group for people that had acquired and traumatic brain injuries, and
Mm.
we were bringing people together at our library to do meetings and stuff, and
Oh,
we got people out to go to restaurants, to go bowling, to go and do all this stuff, and then of course COVID hit, and it just all shut down. And
Mm.
we tried getting the people back, and we can't find them. We heard that a couple people unfortunately died from it, and we're like, "Oh my
Oh my
gosh!"
god.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. There were a couple. I forgot to tell you. That was a while ago. There's 3 people that passed away from it. Yeah. See how good I am at keeping her up to date on things.
I'm
Now
like,
she has to go through all the stages of grief now.
good feeling going.
Yeah, good
Oh,
feeling going.
I'm getting a little upset with this Dan guy here. He goes, during that swimming competition, since you only had one side to swim with, did you swim in circles? That's a dull joke. Yeah, you would think, you swim in there, you would go in a circle, but I was able to go straight. I don't know how I did it, but
I bet you did go into circles.
no, I did. Yeah, and they just made a
And
fake,
they just felt
new
bad and
super
they're
thing.
like, "You know what? He's
Yeah.
probably really dizzy now."
Yeah.
Single-handedly won, right?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, there you go.
That dog.
Very cool conversation and people, yeah. Yeah, it
But
is. This is
Thank
what
you,
we love.
Tyrannosaurus.
This
A
is what we
merman. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
this is what we love to do though. We love to collaborate with people. We love to talk. We love to, just tell our story because that's who we are. We're not hiding anything, and we like to just, be
yeah.
who we are because God made us this way.
Mhm.
But no, I'll let Amy talk more. I know I like to take the
No,
spotlight and
I
stuff,
want
but
you to involve.
it's your live stream.
But
Well, it's both of you guys, right? Because I know, Amy, you share a lot of, like, your relationship and stuff in all of your videos too, so
yeah.
it really is both of you guys. Even though it might be from Amy's perspective, it's still, like, you're part of her life too, so you're part of it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was funny too. I don't know if you watched videos of how we met at all. The
Mm-mm.
story on that. So
So we have two different sides of it,
Yeah, but
right?
that could go on forever though. So we can compress it into one really short and simple one. So
we basically had, so my aunt used to work at the school. She was a secretary at the school, and she knew Evan, but she was my aunt, my mom's sister. So so we
Mhm.
like he I was single, I didn't really date anyone. And Evan was like, "Oh, do you know anyone that I could like be friends with or date or whatever?" And she's like, "No, she didn't mention me ever." She goes, "No, I don't have anyone in mind that I can think of." And so Evan was scrolling on
yeah,
Facebook
because I didn't
one.
believe her, And I was scrolling though through the Facebook feed, and I saw or her friends list, and I saw. Now don't ask me why, but there was a picture of a horse. Now I don't like horses. I'm terrified of them because I got kicked by one when I was a kid. So
That's why.
that is why, yeah. And I said, "Oh, you know what? This looks like a friendly person." She didn't have a picture of herself, what she looked like, or anything like that. It's just like, "Oh, I'm going to talk to this horse person." And we talked for 3 years,
Nonstop.
nonstop on Facebook,
And
and
text.
in text
I
and all
mean,
that
he
stuff. And
would block
Did
me.
you never met in the first 3
never,
years?
No,
never met once. No.
no.
Fascinating.
I mean, he would block me, and then unblock
Yeah.
me, and then block me. I'm like,
Yeah.
is he? At first, I was like, is he crazy? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
because I don't want
He won
some.
a swimming competition with half of his body.
That's right.
I'm like, is he? This is what I was thinking. I'm like, is he crazy? So I block this person, but for whatever reason, I kept talking to him, and so my mom was like, somehow they found out, and my mom goes, oh, to my aunt, she goes, is this a good guy for Amy? She goes, yeah, he's a really sweet guy. Like, we know him. My uncle, your uncle loves him, just he's such a good, sweet guy. I know I'm taking over, I'm sorry. And and so one day one of our neighbors fell, and I was going around signing cards for her. And I so happened to go to Evan's house. I knew it was his house, but I didn't know that he was going to enter. I went to Evan's house. I knocked on the door, and he's like, "Hi, how can I help you and stuff?" And I'm like, "Oh, one of our neighbors fell in our neighborhood. I'm just going around to sign cards for her to wish her to get better." He goes, "Oh, nice." He goes, "What is your name?" And I told him, he's like, "What is your last name?" He goes, "Are you telling me that I was talking to you for all these years and I didn't even know it? We like literally live 6 houses down from each other and we never knew it."
Yeah.
Oh,
And what
wow.
was
That's crazy.
and what's cool is I was like, well, we definitely need to hang out. And she goes, well, you need to meet my parents first. So I went to go down and meet them,
So hid.
and I look at her mom. I said, "You look so familiar." I said, do you have like a brother or a sister?" She goes, "Yeah, I have a sister." And I said, "Well, what's her name?" And she gives her name. I'm like, "The secretary of my school." I said, "That's your sister?" And what's funny about her aunt, her son, I went to a
His school
I
budget.
went to a Christian school, and we were given like preschool buddies to take up to chapel and stuff like on Wednesdays, and her
Mm.
son was my preschool buddy, and
Wow.
we got to know each other throughout the years. And as we were going to church and partaking in events, I would go and help her aunt and her uncle with things. And what's interesting too is she used to go and do the exact same things as me, but we never
Went into each
ran
other.
into each other, or we did everything of the same with the
But we
church. And
never like went into each other
no,
ever. It's like God was.
Mm.
It was like God was prepping us
yeah,
to meet each other.
yeah.
Mm.
And that's how we kind of just hit it off. We started dating. We dated a year, and then we're like, we're getting married. This is meant to be. We get along
And
so
then you
well.
pull me into a golf course bathroom and you kiss me.
Yeah, it's my first. That was her first kiss. So
Did
you
she
know,
say a
you're
golf
really
course bathroom?
you're really pulling strings
He's like,
tonight, you know? Oh, yeah. So, yeah,
they
that
run
was,
into each other all the time.
we have weird stories, and that's, so now every time we come home and we drive by, because we live on a golf course, the golf course bathroom is right there, and she's like, "That's where we had our kiss." She
Hey.
tells everyone, "That's where we had our first kiss." I'm like, "Thank you." Yeah.
It's just funny, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm reading Dan here. He goes, now they run into each other all the time. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Almost 4 years.
Yeah. Well, 4 years, December 4th. Yep. Yep.
That's
But
a day
that's
after mom's birthday.
Really?
really
That's
well.
cool, yeah.
Happy early birthday then.
There you go, mom. Happy early
Thank
birthday, mom.
you. Happy anniversary.
She said happy anniversary.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Yeah. It's funny. When I think it was the first year we were married, we had this idea of getting tattoos, and I was kind of
Mm,
I was against it because I grew up in the church, and they said no, tattoos are bad. That's branding yourself to go to hell. And I'm like, you know what? I think we should give it a shot.
It was
So
your
it
idea.
was my idea. I was kind of rebellious at the time. I said, you know what? Let's get them. So we
Matching.
have our uh, we have our anniversary on our arms, so we remember and we
that's
don't
cool.
forget. So,
That's
but
awesome. Thank you guys for sharing that. That's super cool.
yeah, and
Yeah.
we really, again, I don't know if you have any more to say, or
I don't know if she does.
yep, we don't know how late. It's like, what time is it for you there? It's like 10 or 9.
It's only it's 8:24. I mean, me
Oh,
personally, I go to bed fairly early, but
Okay,
it's
well,
only
whenever you
8:24 for me. Yeah, I was
whenever
gonna say because my phone's at 7%, but I did want to ask you guys, because this is something that I've wanted to ask other people for a while, is when you hear one stellar life, what does that mean to you?
one
uh,
stellar life, that means like the name in itself, or just the
Just like
channel in
what,
general.
not the channel, but specifically like living your one stellar life. What does that mean to you? What would
so
that look
like
like to you guys?
Well, I think it's more when you're saying a stellar life, that means like the best life you can ever live. Like there's nothing really negative um
yeah.
about it. And if there is, you need to put those worries or that negativity aside and just focus on living your life to the fullest, because you just don't know when it's going to end.
Yeah.
You only have one life. You got to
The best of it.
make the best of it, because when you really think about it, what is the point of being famous and working so hard to be, big on the big screen or something, or big in life, because it doesn't matter. Because when you die, think about this. When you die and your family passes away,
Yeah.
it only is going to take a couple generations. People aren't going to remember who you are. People are going to be living in this house that you don't know. Your name's just going to fade away. So you just need to focus on making your life matter for what you have
It
now. Just
is.
don't go out of your way and push and work your hardest to
Yeah.
to make yourself known. Just be who you are and be happy about it.
Yeah.
That's the way
Amy,
I
do you have
look at it.
anything to add? Or is there
Um.
anything particular for you that stood out?
Oh, for me, I don't know if it's. I don't know how to say this. Um.
You're pressuring her now. This is where she
No, no,
You're on the spot now, Amy. Come on.
no. For when I hear that, I don't know if I'm like adding on, but like when I hear that name, is like to be thankful for what you have and stuff like that. And like for me, like I'm thankful for my family, for my amazing husband, and like the amazing opportunities I have.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
I don't know why I'm about to cry.
Yeah, because you're being your true self. That's what it is. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and same thing is if you're feeling anything, like I said with the even with the comments too, just like let it
let
wash
me
over you
fix
like
that
water off
tear.
a duck's back. You can let it out and it's okay because it's meant to come up to go out, right? And it's just you processing, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, like I have like this thing where like when I have like a overwhelming day,
Oh,
I just like cry and like
Mm.
just comes out, and he's like, "Oh, I'm used to it. Okay."
Yeah. Well,
Like,
at first it was like, what is going on? But now it's like, oh, that's just Amy being Amy, you know.
it's like my way of processing stuff.
Yep.
There you
But
go.
we really do appreciate
Yeah.
you, taking the time out of your busy schedule to, we thought it was really odd. Like she's reaching out. You want to do a live stream together? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I don't see why not. Go ahead. And we do. We appreciate it, and
Yeah.
thank you for being patient with our
Stupid
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi issues. We're really working on it, so we'll get there hopefully in the next month or so. Because the fiber optic is being installed as we speak, and we just have to make the switch over to it. So, but thank you very much for your mom being a part of
Yeah.
this too. And you guys, from what I've learned from you, being on this is the first time I've actually watched a video of yours. I let Amy do her view, and I watch other things, more gaming stuff and whatnot.
I'm
But
getting into
Same.
gaming.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what, this is a really a blessed video that we got to be a part of tonight, and we really appreciate you
Yeah.
doing this with us.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. You guys are super sweet and I appreciate it. And like I said, when mom and I were watching Amy's stream, we just felt like compelled to be able to talk to you guys and to help support you guys in what you're doing because I'm a big believer that if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything. And I can't quote it to you exactly, but just the ask and you shall receive, knock on the door will be
Hmm.
open unto you. So totally to
That's
believe in it
absolutely.
and allow yourself to dream and whatever your wildest dream is, it's absolutely attainable simply because you thought of it. And so
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
hold that and believe that and just continue moving in that direction. And then you guys do have such interesting stories and such beautiful stories to share that I really encourage you both to do it big time. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And to live your one stellar life. Like you said, it's a one shot, one opportunity. Tomorrow's not promised, so why not give it all today, right?
That's right.
What? Really quickly, I know you probably have to get off. Um. What? Like, if you do play video games, what is your favorite video game to play?
My overall favorite of all time is Halo Reach because I grew up
Oh wow.
playing Xbox.
Yeah.
That was my first console that I ever played on was Xbox. So it's that, and then I think the game that I have the most time on is Rainbow Six Siege. So I
Wow.
played that
I
on
would.
Xbox too and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
Mine is Minecraft.
Hey, I love Animal Crossing. I have my Switch up here that is probably dead because I haven't touched it in like 2 years. But I have an Animal Crossing Switch that I used to play on all the time, and so I love playing that too. Some
I
chill games
never
as well. Absolutely.
I never got into Animal Crossing. I don't know why. I just never got into it.
I've been.
Same thing with like a bunch of games. It's not going to be for everybody, right?
Yeah, I've been playing Arc Raiders a little bit. I've been really loving that on Xbox. It's just kind of like a cinematic extraction type shooter
Mm,
game. I play a bunch of other things, but I'm really I don't know if it's me getting old or what, but
You are old.
I'm only 32. It's not that old. I just don't have interest in it as much anymore. These games are becoming more of like cinematic movies instead of
yeah,
like immersion. It's not
yeah.
as fun to play games like the PS2 era or the 360 era. That's when it was
Yeah.
really going. But
Hmm.
but no, we have a PS5, Xbox Series X, and we play. We'll play Minecraft together sometimes,
He
or
got sick of it.
yeah, I got burnt out way too much. I played that too much when it first came out, and it's just like you can only do so much in that.
I like it
Yeah.
because it's just so like
Calming, relaxing.
peaceful.
Yeah. Yep.
But today I was like all over the place, and he's like, "Why don't you just play Minecraft?" I'm like, "I can't. I'm too stressed out."
But but
Well, I
but no,
appreciate you guys as well. I do have to go. My phone's battery is
Yeah.
getting super
we
low,
got you.
so
We
but it was
got
an
you.
awesome conversation with you guys. Thank you for
Yes.
taking the time to and spending time to chat for a little bit and getting to know each other. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
And
And thank you
uh,
for being part of the cargo crew as well.
You're
yep, I'm
welcome.
sure we'll be able to
Do
catch
this
up again
again.
and catch up in any way we can help you out. Let
Yeah.
us know and we'll do what we can.
Absolutely. You too. Don't be
All
afraid to
right.
reach out anytime, guys.
All right.
Excellent. Yeah,
Bye.
yep. Take care.
Bye everyone.
Lieutenant
Bye.
Dan signing off. All right, perfect.